What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about a Walking Dead series finale, alternate ending. Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead. So, since The Walking Dead ended last week on November 20th, there was a lot of news about a different ending. They switched to ending, and I'm glad they did, because who are these people? That ain't RJ, that ain't Herschel, that ain't Gracie, that ain't Judith. They ain't the people that we know and love. They are if their characters were what it was, but it just doesn't work. These people are not the actors that we like to see. It just, come on, right? We see a van, we're doing this, and it's cool that it's the next generation of the story, but this would have been the ending. This right here, these group of 5 characters, it just doesn't work for a bunch of reasons, and we'll break down, what the ending would have been. But it's just something like watching this is laughable. So the actual ending that we got is Judith and RJ, a year older, but not 10 years older, or whatever the time jump was for time-wise. But they're not completely different actors. It's still the Judith and RJ that we know. And they could be older if and hopefully when Rick and Michonne come back around, but this is the ending. The CGI windmill and the stuff in the distance, this is not really here. This is put there on screen, but Judith and RJ are there on the platform. The platform and the doors of the Commonwealth were there, but this is all CGI. But the fact that we saw Rick and Michonne really changed things, right? Some people didn't like the finale, but with those new older characters, and not this, Rick and Michonne coming back, would have been way worse. So remember, guys, you can complain all you want, but it could be way worse. It could be better, but it could be way worse. And people are like, wow, what was that? It would have proven yet again, that shows have a hard time ending their story successfully. Something that's rewarding for us. But Michonne coming back with some new armor, some new gear, it should have been a little more like damaged. It looks brand new. It looks a little too new. And who is she going after here? That's a bunch of walkers. I can't wait to find out. It sets up things in a way that has me excited for Rick and Michonne coming back. And this is Philadelphia. Well, he's in New Jersey. So across the Delaware River, which is cool. It's been, confirmed per behind the scenes stuff and whatever. So I was right. But the fact that Rick is back in a way sets up 2023 to be a great year for Rick and Michonne to return. So let's look into the alternate ending. So per the TW Universe spoilers, the alternate finale photo with Rick Grimes Jr., Judith, and etc. is the photo we shared in the thumbnail, but the finale with a bunch of actors who have no emotional appeal. Gracie and Rick Jr. wouldn't have even had the development for that, not to mention the different kind of Rick Jr. After Daryl left, we headed to Freedom Parkway around Atlanta, where the iconic scene of Rick descended from the pilot. Notice a van modified to ethanol with a young girl and a man in the front seats in the 20-year-old house. And through the scene, we realize that RJ and Judith are adults. Other adult versions of the kids are behind. Coco, Gracie, etc. They are out there looking to escort any survivors back into the communities, carrying on his parents' legacy. As RJ talks on the radio, he ends with, "If you can hear me, answer me. This is Rick Grimes," which of course is his name, and the phrase Rick said on the pilot. Then we end with a survivor's voice answering, "Hello." So I guess that would have been Rick or someone unknown. Never would have seen Andrew Lincoln or Michonne, I guess, would have been the thing. And then also per the TWD Universe Network, they say the same thing there in there as well. And so ultimately it comes to the fact that it would have been the end of the series, and it would have been a disappointment for a lot of people because it would have jumped again, another time jump. Like in the comics, there was a time jump with Carl and Sophia and their daughter Andrea. And if it was filmed, I hope we get to see the scene. There's a deleted scene, what happened to the Vatos and stuff there. So if they filmed it, let's see it. So the fact that we would have had RJ, Herschel, Coco, Judith, and Gracie is cool, but man, a significant time jump. I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years later, which is cool. The zombie apocalypse would still be going on because it's not just going to end because the main show ended. And there would be walkers. There probably wouldn't be that many anymore. They would have to have died off, right? That's crazy. That's a big kind of thing with me, is how many walkers are still left around the show. But the alternate ending sounds pretty bad, and I'm glad they didn't do that. So the fact that they were going that route just shows me that they didn't know how to end it, right? I mean, they're like, okay, we gotta have the comic, and they have source material, right? No one's writing anything here besides World Beyond, Fear the Walking Dead, Tales of the Walking Dead. The Walking Dead has 193 issues of source material. Comics, graphic novels, they're comics, but graphic novels is what some people call them. So I'm glad they changed it. I'm glad we got to see Rick and Michonne. I'm glad we had the Judith and RJ that we're familiar with. And I want to see it, though. I want to see if it would work. Maybe it would work. You know, some stuff sounds better on film, on paper. You know, it just sometimes doesn't do it justice. But the picture is like, man, I don't know about these characters. But let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Stay safe. And as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys.